What's up, everyone? We're finishing the day up with one of my best days ever. $1,200 in 15 minutes. So we had some crazy momentum. Stocks just grinded higher and higher and higher and squeezing and squeezing and squeezing. And in this type of market, sometimes you just have to jump on and ride the wave. Now, that's not as easy for a beginner trader because they don't have maybe the speed to get out if it's not working fast enough before it drops. So that's what I was doing. I was jumping in and jumping out really, really quickly on these moves. And while it was kind of choppy and kind of sloppy, I did manage to lock in some really good profits, and I'll be able to go over the recording of these trades to kind of improve the way I trade these because I don't know, I was over trading, but a lot of that was my insurance policy, so to speak, so that I don't have to suffer through a big drop. I would just instantly sell out at the first sign of weakness and then just rebuy instantly if it starts to pop back up again. So lots to talk about. I'll talk about the entries, the thought process, the exits, and you can see what happened today. So let's go right over it right now. So I just recorded the whole video again and accidentally stopped recording about a minute into it, so I have to redo it now. So here we are again. I want to say thank you guys so much for subscribing. You know, I didn't think I could even get 200, 300 subscribers, and we're already almost at 300. So thank you guys so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. And like I said, if you like the videos, subscribe, or leave a comment. I answer every single comment that people leave. I love helping out. I love interacting and all of that. And again, I'll put the link to the Discord in the description of the video, and you guys can join if you want. We talk all the time here about what we're watching in the morning and kind of what my plays are and what you guys think of the plays. So it's a lot of fun. So join up if you want. Anyways, let's go over the trades for today. So I'm finishing up 1176 on 3 different names, and I traded really, really well today. I traded even better than yesterday, so I was improving on what I was doing wrong, and that was holding for too long through the pullbacks. So that definitely contributed to my commissions today. So on the one stock, MDGS here, you can see my commissions are $100 on $600 of profit. That's simply because I was just getting out when I saw weakness and in when I saw strength. So I know that there's improvements to be made there, especially as I go up in share size. I can't just be taking 10,000 shares and then bailing out of 10,000 shares like that. I understand, and I'm kind of working on that as I get better at my strategy and I kind of review it more. So don't worry about that. I'll figure it out. But in terms of the live trades, let's take a peek here. I was watching ACHV pre-market for kind of a break of this pivot and a move towards high of day. So what happened at the open was that it just kind of dumped, and then I was watching this stock instead of ACHV, and I missed my entry at the 1 minute setup here at 540, and it does exactly what I thought it would do and goes all the way up towards 60. So that kind of sucked. I missed a 20-cent move on 900 shares. I missed some profits there, so whatever. But I try and take another stab at it here as it's dipping into support. So it's dipping in this area, and I thought we would make another move towards the high of day. But as we came down towards my stop, which was $5, I had to sell out. But then $5 held. So I was like, okay, this actually does have the potential, like we've seen all these other stocks do recently, where they dip, they consolidate, and then they just go straight to the moon. So I got back in. I got back in here when I saw this giant bidder and the fact that $5 was holding. So I get back in. I'm already up decently, but I'm waiting for the move closer to maybe 540 or 550. So that eventually happens as we break through 530. We come up towards 540, and I'm out. I'm all out, and I reduce my loss down to only $40. So that was great. And then I think I try and take it again here as it comes up towards the 50s, but that was not a good trade, so I got out almost instantly, and I just took the loss. And then, of course, it breaks through high of day without me. But that's fine. So, MDGS. We were on critical levels here on the daily chart. So, the resistance is right here at 170. So, I thought I would buy through for the break of 170. So, I was in at 165 as we're breaking through 170. And I sell out for 800 shares because there's a lot of resistance in this area. So I don't know if it's going to keep going. So that was the end of that. A small trade. But then I say, okay, over 175, it looks like we have power. So I wait. I'm kind of switching through some other stocks quickly. And then I see that MDGS broke through 175. So now we're coming up to the 200 moving average here at about 190. So that's not necessarily the best spot to buy. So again, I'm just waiting. I take another trade on ACHV as this kind of descending wedge, you can see here, is about to break out towards the upside. So I buy in anticipation of that before it happens. And then as we move up towards the 45, 50 area, it just blasts through 50. And then I sell my shares at 58. And of course, without me, it just keeps going. But I'm okay with that. So I look back again at MDGS. It's consolidating. And we saw yesterday, I can't remember which stock it was, but after it consolidated and then got back to the highs again, that's where it really, really squeezed, because a lot of shorts are stuck in this level. They got in because they saw the daily resistance. So I knew if the daily resistance, which is this level, broke, we were going up. So as it's coming back up towards the high of day, I bought in for 1,000 shares just as kind of a starter, just to see how it reacts. And I take full size, I believe, right there at 85 as I see the momentum coming in. So 85, 87, and then we fly straight through the high of day. So I'm just scalping this kind of in and out. I'll commentate on it a bit, but it's kind of hard to explain what I'm doing, because I'm bailing at the first sign of weakness, and then I'm rebuying as I see momentum kind of coming back through. And you can see that on the level 2. As the price gets closer to the high of day, it kind of speeds up, and then it just shoots through the high of day. So the high of day right now is what, 212, I think. So we'll watch here as it gets closer to 212. Where exactly? So right here, as we go up in the 2s, it just starts shooting towards 212, and there's like a magnet at 212, and then once it hits 212, it's gone into the 20s. So that's typically how these react. You know, shorts will market order out and send the stock higher as new buyers also flood in. So I'm just buying and selling. I'm buying and selling. You can see I'm scalping every little move. And yeah, I would have made more money if I just held, but I don't know how far this is going to go. So I think I traded it well. The overall back of my mind target was this resistance here at 250 or 248 or somewhere in that area, which was right here. It's what we got up to, and then after that, the stock was dead. So after that, I don't know if I took another trade, or I took one more trade for the actual first 1 minute setup. So the first 1 minute candle to make a new high never actually happened until this candle. So I bought in anticipation of that, knowing that we had huge resistance around 240. I got most of my shares out at that level. So I was selling all up in here. You can see I got all my sells out up here at this 250 resistance level. And then I was like, okay, I'm done. That's it. And then after that, the stock was pretty much dead. So the daily levels are super, super important for reasons like that. So then what's the next stock that pops up? MYOS. So I go, okay, MYOS might also go crazy, especially over this daily level, all the way up to this daily level. So 190 is that level, and I didn't buy in at 190 for some reason. I got a crappy, really crappy fill of 205, or no, I got 193, sorry. So that wasn't bad. I'm still half size, remember, and I didn't get a chance to add there to full size. So just 1,000 shares right now. I added to 2,000 as it looked like 220 was breaking here, and it's about to break. I got in maybe a little early, but my average is still 204. So I'm waiting for $2 to hold, and $2 does hold. And as we make it back up to the 20s, I sell 1,000 shares, and then add them back again, and then sell them again because I'm not really sure how the stock is reacting. So I only take one trade on that because I know that we just made it up to that daily level. Like I said, it broke through the first one and made it all the way to the second one. So I said, okay, that's it. That's how these stocks are reacting. And I was pretty much done on the day there. So 15 minutes in, and I'm up $1,200. That's crazy. That's awesome. So this week is really shaping out to be pretty good so far. I haven't had a red day yet this week, so that's good. Hopefully I can keep this up for tomorrow. And like I said, if you guys have any questions at all, please leave it in the comments on the video, or you can join the Discord and you can ask me any questions you have. But with that, we will see you guys tomorrow. And good luck trading. Like I said, I'm going to try and keep up this hot streak and just really improving on what I'm doing wrong, which is my red days and my losers. So we'll see what happens on my next red day, but until then, I'm going to try and keep making money. So we'll see you later.